All right, so what's up, YouTube fam? Today we're going to be reviewing episode 13 of Attack on Titan, Children of the Forest. You already know how we do things by now, so let's just get straight to it. So, episode 13 of Attack on Titan. 3 episodes left. We getting close to the finale. What y'all think? How y'all feel about this episode?
I'm kind of stuck on whether or not I want Aaron's side to win.
True.
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
I understand what's going on. I know he wants to, and I also don't know entirely because they haven't explained yet whether he's actually going along with Zeke's plan or if he has his own plan up his sleeve. I guess we're gonna see that next episode, considering he said he wanted to talk to Armin and Mikasa, so we're gonna see what that's all about. But they were in there pointing guns at Hanji at their friends, and it's just I don't know. I'm looking forward to the next episode. Honestly, this one was kind of just eh.
Yeah, I was about to say
Gabi
there was a lot going on. But go ahead, Aaron. What were you about to say?
Nah, Gabi definitely should have died.
Nah, Gabi should have died, bro. My man Chef Ramsay about to go crazy.
Oh
My
man,
man Chef
Already
Ramsay was about to
crazy.
go crazy with the bottle. That man Falco keeps getting in the way.
Chef
I'm
Ramsay,
sick of
though.
this man.
Oh,
That man Falco keep getting in the way, bro. I understand. Reiner was like, save her, blah, blah, blah. I don't want to hear that. She gotta go. She literally getting that man beat up every time, every episode they're in.
Mhm.
Gabi getting that man destroyed every time. She got to go.
Got this man
I
like
don't
a meat
understand
bag,
that.
bro. He's just shielding all the attacks.
I understand where Sasha's dad was coming from as far as changing the cycle, because if we just continue the violence leads to more violence.
Mhm.
But I don't care. She gotta go. You know what I mean?
Even though
she
she's
can
a
be the
kid,
exception
though?
and we can save the rest. Yes.
Even
That's
if
in
not
my
by
opinion.
even if not by his, the dad, Sasha's dad, she do need to die. At this point, she keeps slipping by. It's no way. The plot armor is. I thought the plot armor was non-existent in this show for the most part, because everybody dying except for the main cast. But her, she came out of nowhere with the plot armor. Her friends dying next to her. She's not getting shot. Everybody else getting shot around her. You would think she's the new main character.
Yeah.
I
I
mean,
mean,
she
even
kinda
Armin
is,
kind of said
but-
it too. Yeah, he was like, he did say, you kind of remind me of somebody I know, and then oops, Aaron pops into the room like, what do you know?
Casually walked in there.
What
Yo.
do you know?
He's like, "What's up, y'all?"
So how do y'all feel about the whole wine bottle situation, about it supposedly having Zeke's spinal fluid in it? Do you think it's an
Everybody
actual
gonna die.
thing, or jeez?
I feel like it just
Yeah.
goes back to everybody saying that he wasn't on the good side in general.
Mm-hmm.
Now that he's there, he could literally turn into a Titan and scream, and everyone in the city that has drunk it would turn into a Titan.
Well, it's strange because actually Zeke doesn't have to be a Titan to do it, because he did it in I
His
think it was
human
the
form,
first
right? Yeah, they
episode of
showed
the
it.
season.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, right in the
He did it on the
helicopter,
plane,
screamed.
right? He did
Yeah.
it on the plane.
So that's dangerous.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
It is. So I mean, I feel like. Can't hold on. Can't audience just turn into? Never mind. I'm tripping. But nah, I think do y'all think that Falco is going to get the Beast Titan? Well, Ant.
Right,
do
I was
you
about to
think?
say you can only talk
Yeah.
shit about that one.
I mean, if you want me to.
Chill.
I mean, the thing is, we don't know if he's going to turn into a Titan to begin with, because supposedly some of the alcohol got into his mouth, so we don't know if he's going to turn into it anyway.
Yeah, no. I mean,
I
do
still
you
think-
this is what it's leading towards?
No, I think if anything, I'm hoping that maybe Reiner and them will show up, and maybe Falco will still turn into the Armor Titan. And we'll see another fight between the Armor Titan in a different outlook and Aaron.
So
Even
you're
though I
still
feel like
kinda
that'd be a
pushing
wash.
Falco to get the Armor Titan.
I think so. I think that either he's gonna get it, or we're gonna eventually see what happens with Annie in Frozen Land,
Mm-hmm.
and someone will get the female Titan. You know what I mean? Because we haven't seen the female Titan since season 1 or 2, and maybe they'll bring that back. We'll see.
That makes sense. That makes sense. I do see it leaning more towards him getting the Beast Titan now that it's kind of just like being pushed that way. I don't know. Just he has the same, he's like since his brother's not around and he's supposed to be the next Beast Titan and Zeke don't really have a lot of time left. I think it's gonna end up like somehow Falco gonna chomp on that man. So I'm not sure.
Yeah, no, you do make a really good point. You do make a really good point. I'm kind of wondering too, because like I said, we saw Peak Finger at the end of the previous episode. I'm wondering now, Aaron came in there with his hand already slit open. Like, look, I want to talk to you guys, but if stuff goes south, do you think like he'll end up
I'm ready.
Right? Do you think he'll actually turn into a Titan in that building with them all there in front of Armin and Mikasa, or do you think it's just kind of him showing his cards to them before he actually follows through with any plan he has?
I think he can, I think it's it's not an empty threat, but if anything, he's just like, I'm ready. Yeah, insurance. Good. My man with the word.
Yeah.
But yeah, he might, transform a part of his body, like how we did, I've never even seen him do it on purpose, but in season 1, when, the spoon thing.
Mm-hmm. Yeah,
and he transformed only his arm or hand or whatever and had the spoon. I think he might do something like that just to protect himself. They can't kill him. You know what I'm saying? So, but I don't know. I don't think he's gonna kill Armin and Mikasa. It's gonna be an interesting conversation though.
Right.
Especially with Gabi there.
Right, especially. It looked like Gabby's getting traumatized by the very minute. She's starting to really realize that, the Eldians aren't as bad as they're turning out to be, because she just constantly, over and over when they were at the table with Armin and Mikasa, she's like, why did you save me? It's like, I just decided to. Aren't you going to kill me? It's like, no, we're not going to kill you. I know you guys hate me. Why don't you kill me? Because we don't plan to kill you. And Armin's like, bruh, is that all you have on your mind? Relax. So right. I'm really wondering how, seeing Aaron there, is she gonna kind of connect with him? Because like Armin said, before he came in there, oh, you kind of remind me of somebody. Will she see herself in him or something like that? But I do have the next question. Do you think because this episode kind of mentioned that Yelena kind of was the one pulling the cords with the whole wine being distributed to everybody, and she didn't even tell some of her friends. Do you think that was more or less Zeke's plan, or do you think that was also something Aaron's aware of?
With Yelena? I mean,
yes.
I'm pretty sure that's I think Aaron's aware of, I would say Aaron's probably aware of that, because they met in secret, as they had said, I think last episode or something like that.
Yes, last episode.
And
right.
They talked, and Yelena seems like a Aaron fanatic, kind of. So I would say Aaron knows about that, and she's on his side more so than Zeke's, unless Aaron is on Zeke's side. Like I said, I could be wrong. I don't entirely know.
Mm-hmm.
But I would say he's aware, and they're working together. That's how they got all this information, and the whole wine thing. They wouldn't be able to do that without somebody on the inside. Aaron already knows about it, and Flock. You seen Flock was talking to Hanj.
Right. True. What do you think? Are you also on the same page as Ruben, or do you have a different thought about it?
I don't know, because the fact that he was saying that he was supposed to distribute it to the high-ranking people, I don't think Aaron would put them in that much of risk, because that's everybody. That's Sasha. Well, before that's everybody. Sasha, Connie, Mikasa. That's everybody. Well,
right.
maybe you could think of maybe Levi and them would escape, but everybody else
considered a part of the higher royal, because she's still the queen, right? If I'm remembering, or no?
Yeah, she is. She's just she's a illegitimate child, though.
Right, because the royals, as we saw in what was that? I think the previous episode or episode before that, are kind of looking down on her too, because of the whole situation. So I'm wondering how she still kind of ranks in their eyes or something like that. So
I mean, she's the queen, so she's top dog at this point.
Pretty much. You know how it is. She rules us, but F this woman right here,
Right.
Yeah.
Yeah, but isn't she gone right now because she's pregnant?
Yeah, she's
pretty much off to the side.
To the side.
Yeah, she's on a farm somewhere.
Yeah, that's what I was about to say. Isn't she not in the city anymore?
Right.
I don't think Armin and all of them count as the people You know what I'm saying? You
higher
saying that he
ups.
wouldn't do that to put them in at risk, but they're giving it to the higher ups of the military police. They're not
Yeah, but
military
I'm
police.
saying, yeah, but they're in the city, and if Zeke screams, they're all in the city when it happened, when they transform, when they turn into Titans. What I'm saying, not risk of them drinking it. I'm talking about risk of being destroyed by a Titan because they're all in there with no gear. Just think about a Zeke with a screen right then and there, and all them people would turn into a Titan. Armin could turn into the,
To the
the Colossal,
colossal.
but what is Mikasa going to do? There's no gear there. There's no weapons. There's no nothing.
I
They're
mean,
literally walking around like civilians right now.
yeah, but they
Yeah, at
blew
this
up a
present moment,
building
yeah.
with Armin and Mikasa like close to it, so I
Yeah, but
can't
that
say
was.
Eren gives
I
that
don't think
much
they.
of a crap right now.
Yeah, but I don't think Eren was involved in that. I think he was on his way escaping. I don't think he was involved with that explosion. I don't think he was involved with that.
You don't think so?
No, I think that was the people. Like, we need you here. Like, who was it, Flock or Floach, however you say his name, him, and the rest of them. But I don't think Eren was a part of that
Part of that
explosion.
bombing.
And even if he was a part of that, Mikasa and Armin being there wasn't really like a. He knows they're there and still do it. It was more so. It was just a coincidence that they were there at that time.
Right, yeah, because there was a moment that Mikasa was about to go back to the room to kind of listen
Yeah.
in on it before the explosion went off. So you do
Exactly.
make a good point. If she
It was. I
actually
don't
did,
think
she
it was
better do
planned.
that.
Because
Yeah, I don't
didn't
think
Flock tell
Eren-
Aaron that didn't Flock break the news that he killed Zachary?
Yeah, I think he gave when he was giving him his jacket. They had a little funky jacket
Yeah.
animation. Yeah.
Bro,
Like,
we're not
he
gonna
literally
talk
told
about the
him, like,
jacket.
hey,
bro.
I'm dead.
Bruh, that jacket animation was funky. We all know it.
I ain't gonna lie, that definitely wasn't what I thought it was gonna look like. I was expecting him to have his chest out, like, yeah. It was more like, let me just put this on like a raincoat.
Yeah, he was like hunched over. And he was like, I'm
That's
ready
gonna
to
look
do
like
some
in the trailer.
damage.
Oh man.
I
Pretty
mean, they
much.
put that part in the trailer. They put it in there, but it wasn't like, I'm talking about when he was like bent over a little bit, all hunched over, talking to them
yeah.
still. And I was just like, what's this man's anatomy?
Right.
But
He was supposed to get,
Anatomy.
triumphant, like,
But
you know?
before we
But-
go too far off, though,
Yeah,
let's,
assassinate, I want to say.
what do y'all think is going to be happening in the next episode? What's y'all thoughts?
Well, I think.
not you. Obviously, we can't speak, but
I feel like this conversation between Mikasa, Armin, and Aaron and Gabi will be pretty interesting. We'll probably get more backstory, not backstory, but more so of the conversation between what's that dude name, Levi and Zeke. Because remember they were talking too in the forest. So maybe it'll be like the people from Floch, whatever, are going there, and they're gonna be like a fight there while they're talking like maybe you shouldn't do this. You know what I mean? They're probably one of those.
Shout out Levi. That man be going through it.
my man's stressed. But nah, what are you thinking, Ruben?
I'm thinking it's definitely gonna answer my questions that I want to know. Like, it'll actually tell me now what's going on. Like, it's what I'm saying, are Zeke and Aaron on the same page? Are Yelena and Aaron on the same page? Are Yelena and Zeke on the same page? Like, who's actually on whose side, and what's like actually about to go down? Like, what's the, like what is Aaron planning? Because he's never said it. We haven't really heard him since they came back to Paradise Island. So now it's just like, okay, he's finally about to say what's on his mind to the other main characters of the show, and then now we as watchers, we'll finally find out. But I don't think anything like too drastic will probably happen next episode, honestly.
Shit.
I think the conversation might, like last a while. I think the conversation might last a while, or they might, just breeze past it, and then, something might go down. I'm looking forward to it.
True. Yeah, I was about to say the show has done a very good job of kind of making it seem like everybody, between Zeke, Yelena, and Aaron, there's some kind of hidden agenda, and you can't really tell for sure who's really guiding, the or pulling the strings here. But it is going to be interesting to see as the show continues on. But with that said, I think we can kind of wrap that up, and we'll see you guys on the next episode when we do our review. So make sure you guys drop a like, subscribe, comment, share your thoughts and theories with us in the comment section below, and we will see you next time. Peace.
And the next one we got Fire Force and Vinland Saga. I thought this was a pretty cool matchup too. Battle of the New School. So who y'all got for this one?
A matchup between Cyborg from the Justice League and Genos from One Punch Man. This one was kind of going back and forth. It was almost 50-50, but Cyborg ended up losing with 41%.